In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Here we are, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to this very, very special Elite FPL podcast with myself, Stevo, and of course, my good friend Dan. Good evening, Dan.
Good evening, Theo. How's it going, mate?
I'm absolutely boiling. I don't know what it's like down where you live, but in London, I've been sweating for the last 25 minutes sorting this all out. What about down there in good old Devon?
Yeah, it's been hot today, mate. It's cooled down a bit now, but yeah, it's really hot for this time. It's been pretty nice, but glad to cool down a bit now.
Yeah, absolutely. And ironically, we're not allowed to go out, but we're not going to go into any serious stuff. We are talking about the classic, I quote, classic game between Arsenal and Man United that took place, I believe, on the 3rd of November 2007, Dan, is that right?
Yeah, that sounds. I was watching it in a pub in Bournemouth. I think it was a lunchtime kickoff, so had a bit of a sore head from the Friday night out before, but yeah, it seems like a lifetime ago now, really.
Absolutely, and like I said, what I want everybody to do is watch the game along with myself and Dan. Now, the link is in the description. More specifically, I posted on Twitter at Elite FPL. I've also put it in the Discord. So if you want to watch the game yourselves, however you want to watch it, by all means, it is available up on you know what. I'm a bit cautious about what I can say, really, but all I can say is that I've got it up on my screen right now. And to be honest, I think what a lot of people have been doing this, let's be honest here, this lockdown, Dan, is watching classic football matches, going back in the past, reliving. I mean, I spoke to you about Arsenal 4, Newcastle 4. I also saw Arsenal beating, I think it was Everton 7-0. Dan, I believe you've been doing the same, and this is kind of the reason why we thought about doing this stream.
Yeah, no, like I said, I watched Arsenal Tottenham from 2003, 2004, and I completely forgot the score. Obviously, we didn't lose that season, being the Invincibles, and watched highlights of that, and it's quite interesting at the moment just to be able to reflect back, because you don't normally get time to reflect back and look at the seasons that have gone. And obviously tomorrow, I think it's BBC One or BBC Radio on the Interactive are showing England West Germany the 90 World Cup semi-final. I did watch the last half an hour of England Croatia Euro 2004. Do you remember the score for that one?
I'm not an international fan, so no comment. Please tell our audience.
He only supports the nation of Burnley. Well, the score was 4-2 to England, and that was when Wayne Rooney was basically on fire, bursting. And it was quite good actually. Just watching some of the old action, seeing what had changed, and watching players that used to watch growing up. It was it was very enjoyable.
Yeah, I personally have what I've really enjoyed about watching back these matches. It's more of a nostalgic point of view, like players that you forget existed. And I know that sounds really weird, but players like Dennis Bergkamp, Thierry Henry, Pires for Arsenal. These players were absolutely phenomenal. And when you watch them in their prime, I mean, I know me and you are very close friends, and we talk to each other via voice message quite a lot. And you were speaking about your memories about these particular players, but you were telling me on a voice message that essentially you forgot what these days are like. I mean, just tell us some of your memories of this, not just the 2017, but like peak Arsenal back in 2004, 2005-ish?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had that golden era, really. 97, 98 winning the double, 2001, 2002 winning the double, and then obviously 2003, 2004, the Invincible season, winning the FA Cup 2003, 2005, and then onwards from then it was being very different. But yeah, just at the time you just want it to go on forever. But when you're young, you don't realise that each team has like an era, and they sort of do well for a certain period, and then things change. Each team has their moment, and yeah, it was amazing football. You know, obviously Perez, Herrera, Bergkamp, and like some of the unsung heroes, Parla, Torre, Keown, and doing the work there, and just amazing, just really amazing chemistry in that team. And like watching Henry back in the day, it was just like, it's weird saying this, but you almost think like, is this because it was that good at the time? So it's just like, is this real? And you have to kind of pinch yourself. But yeah, just fantastic memories, really.
Yeah, I mean, when I've been personally watching these, I've only watched a couple. Like I said, Arsenal 7-0, and as I've just mentioned, I've completely forgotten what the game was. 4-4 between Newcastle and Arsenal. I generally, I know the scoreline is there in front of me, but I forget who scores the goals. I'm still invested in the specific match itself, and it's a bit like for me. I know someone. I can easily just bring their name up. And by the way, thank you everybody that is joining us. I'd like to think that all you guys will be watching this match with us, because there's no point in listening to just me and Dan discussing all this. We'd like you to get, like I said, we'd like you to get involved. The link is up on Twitter at Elite FPL. Just go to our Twitter page at Elite FPL and you'll be able to find the link. I've literally just posted it up just now. And the easiest way we're going to do is I'm just going to do a quick countdown and then I'm just going to hit play. Dan's going to do exactly the same and hopefully we can all just simultaneously watch it together. But it was, where are we? Uncle Juicy TV, of course, a regular of the show. Steve, I think it's time to see that Elite Wrestling second channel. It's about the only thing that's still running at the moment. I'm telling you now, Uncle Juicy TV, I honestly could not care less about wrestling. I don't want to put a dampener on anything, but to be honest with you, I bet you've missed this, everybody. Me just going on a complete tangent. This is going to go on for about 3.5 hours. But to be honest with you, I'm just not interested in wrestling. I found that with specifically All Elite Wrestling, it sounds really weird saying that now. I'm so used to saying All Elite FPL Wrestling, but whatever. I just found all the matches were the same, blah, blah, blah. However, what I will say is that the behind closed doors, literally not wrestling in front of anybody, I must say that they've done a hell of a job compared to WWE. WWE is an absolute shambles. It's embarrassing. I find the fact that, I don't know how they did WrestleMania. I believe they did it at the training ground. But to be honest with you, the performance center, sorry, I have no idea. I honestly, but what I've seen of WWE, I just find it absolutely cringeworthy. Whereas at least All Elite FPL Wrestling, at least they have done it right, and it still looks like they actually look like they're wrestling, basically. But to be honest with you, Uncle Juicy TV, I could probably do a second channel on the bill, but I know someone already does that because that is my biggest passion at the moment, along with Peep Show. But there's another podcast that I've been listening to about Peep Show, but we don't need to be talking about that. We want to talk about Arsenal versus Manchester United back from 3rd of the 11th of November 2007. Before we get into the team news, Dan, yeah, that's right, everybody, the team news, I can bring that up live. And I do want to say hello to various people that have joined us. Sultan Saeed, Gravy David, just mentioned Uncle Juicy TV there, Anish, we've Dre Zera, Salah, Phil's here, Gabriel DeRop, Anurag, FPL Booner, also can find him on his Call of Duty new Twitch account that he's created. Raj, welcome. Alter Closer, welcome my friend, and many, many more. Really do appreciate the fact that all you guys are joining us for this. Like I said, it's just a special one-off show, and if it gets a bit of popularity, you never know, we may do it again. But yeah, Dan, what was the build-up to this season, and more specifically Arsenal and their rivalry with Manchester United, and the build-up to this specific game, if you can remember, or if you've just written it down in notes?
Yeah, so I mean, the build-up to this season was basically like the 2006-2007, and in the summer of 2007, started Thierry Henry. Obviously, that was a massive preview. Gone with Cole. Just basically the dismantling going to that free.
Dan, we're having sorry, mate. We're having trouble with your line at the moment. Can you just disconnect yourself and I'll drag you back in again because you're breaking up. Just come offline and then I'll drag you back in. That'd be great. Apologies for the network issues there. I don't know what's going on here. I've got nothing up on. Let's hope this doesn't crash. Has it reconnected, everybody? Let's hope it's reconnected. Let's hope we didn't lose all our viewers watching this. Please, please, please. This is going to be slightly annoying. Hello, Dan, are you back? Oh God, we got sound like we got a bumblebee. Dan, are you there?
I'm here.
Very good. I think potentially maybe my end, because obviously I've got two housemates that are using the internet. I'm going to be using the Wi-Fi to be streaming this match and everything. We are back. Thank you, Manchester Reds. All I kept hearing was your name in the Planet FPL Championship Manager, my friend. But Dan, I'm about to reveal the team news. I'd like to hear your reaction to this. But Almunia in goal. We've got Come on, why did you say it? Why did you say, oh God? Come on, we want to hear it.
Right, so Almunia was at Celta Vigo for 3 seasons. He played 0 games. And then, he was Arsenal's keeper. There was a point the season after whereby we tried to sign Mark Schwarzer, and typical Arsenal haggled with the price, and then their backup keeper got injured, and then they didn't want to sell him. So Almunia, I think, he had 1 good season for Arsenal. But yeah, it's bad.
And then, of course, we've got William Gallas, Torre, Sanya, and Clichy. Now, I've got a bit of a question on these guys later, but based on what I'm going to be asking you, it sounded like this defence was formidable.
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, like you say, Sanya came in and he was there, for like 7 seasons, and, really solid defender. Yeah, very good player for Arsenal. And, Gallas, a bit of a maverick, shall we say, but certainly a lot of experience. Torre and invincible, and Clichy, pretty decent, really. So yeah, a decent defence at that time.
And then we'll have a 5-man midfield of Abue, Kleb, Rosicky, Fabregas, Flamini, and Kleb, all behind that big man Adebayor. What a midfield and a man up front to be having, Dan.
Yeah, it's a pretty. I mean, like as I say, Flamini had a brilliant season. Fabregas had a brilliant season that year. Heleb had a great season. He went to Barcelona the next summer, and obviously Adebayor had his best season for us. So yeah, it was a good chemistry in the team, really, as we're going to see in this game. Now,
regarding the Man United team, now this is just star-studded. This is beautiful. So we've got Van der Sar, and I'm hoping people, when they watch this game, a bit like with me, kind of look at it almost like through FPL eyes in a way, like, who's going to get the assists, who's going to get the goals. Well, in this particular game, I mean, we can all tell you who's probably going to be getting the goals. But here we go. We've got Van der Sar in goal, Ferdinand, Wes Brown, Evra and Vidic at the back. We've then got Hardgreaves, Ryan Giggs, Ronaldo, and remember Anderson?
Yeah,
Anderson. Yeah. Not Felipe Anderson, all those West Ham fans out there, anybody watching this? No, we're talking the real... He's Brazilian, wasn't he, Anderson? Is that right? Or was he Portuguese? I can't remember.
Yeah, he went to Fiorentina after United. I think he's still playing because he was quite young at the time. Yeah. Managed to get a Premier League match.
But I suppose it would have been a 4-3-3 then, with with Rooney, Tevez, and Ronaldo up top. I'm guessing actually. So Anderson, Hargreaves, and Giggs as a midfield 3.
Yeah, that front 3 is just ridiculous, isn't it? Really, absolutely ridiculous.
And as just mentioned, just to let everybody know. You can watch the game up on YouTube. It is there. All you got to type in is Arsenal versus Man United 2-2. Yes, I've given away the scoreline, but it is there in black and white. Or just find the link find the link on our Twitter page, and you can watch along with us, quite literally giving you your thoughts on the game. It'd be great to hear. But was this the season, Dan, when Ryan Giggs was playing in the centre?
I think so, yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see throughout the game. I know, obviously,
absolutely, yeah.
Towards the end of his career, he was doing that and still having an impact. I remember watching him actually in the Olympics 2012. There's another throwback for you for the Great Britain team. But yeah, I mean, still a force there, and I mean, it's a very strong United team, and obviously they went on to win the Champions League that season. So yeah.
Auto Closer here saying, I was doing the match of the day challenge. Can't believe you gave away the score. Yeah, sorry, pal. At the end of the day, I'd like to think all you guys will be watching along rather than just hearing me, and probably normally it's Paulie doing almost match commentary to what's going on with the specific Premier League game that's coming on. But this is all available, like I said, and this is why we're doing this, for a bit of fun. Lauders88 saying, Anderson, son, he's much better than Kleberson.
Oh, God.
Jesus, blimey, yeah. Remember him. Anyway, everybody, I think it's time to get on with the match. Like I said, it is available on YouTube. I think I've promoted this flaming game about 1,000 times now. But what we're going to do, everybody, I'm going to do a countdown. It's going to be down from 5. Daily Llama, if you're going to be watching this, yes, get the older PlayStation 4 controller. I know you guys have been playing Call of Duty along with Jason, Boona, Davey P. All you doing it all on Twitch and everything. But, oh, blimey, we got a donation from Dre Zera, Dan. £5. Arsenal Invincible team, Man U 0708 team, Man United treble 1999, or Liverpool current team. Discuss, guys. Sending you love. Right, right now. I know this is a question. Well, we'll get to that later, Dan. Dre's there. Arsenal Invincible team. You'll have to write it. Oh no, I've got a pen here actually. Oh, by the way, everybody, that's a point. I've got a quiz. Yes, I completely forgot about telling this. I've got a quiz, 15 questions for Dan, and anybody, if you want to join in, you can do. And no cheating. Once again, I'll probably have a timer on for Dan because I don't want him to be on a certain page to be cheating. But I will be having a quiz about the 2007-2008 season. The questions aren't exactly easy. They're all a bit of fun, but we'll certainly answer that. Well, do you know what? We'll answer that question during the game, to be honest with you, from Dre's there. I'm sure there will be some boring points. Evening, Ryan. Welcome. Hopefully you'll be watching the game with us. So Dre's there is asking, do we think who's better, Arsenal Invincible team? Was it Man U 0708, which we're watching now, with, of course, the trio of Rooney, Tevez and Ronaldo. I've got a nice little picture of them three in a second to put up. I have months and it decides to pack in. It's absolutely blasted typical. Here we go. Steve ranting in a second. The Man United 1999 team or the current Liverpool team?
Good question.
It's a good question and I already know the answer. Liverpool today because I'm biased. And Salah and Mane did me so well.
They didn't go unbeaten though, did they? They got smashed by Watford. Like, you know. So I don't know. I'd say the Arsenal team. Not being biased at all. But.
Sahil, my work colleague. Hopefully you'll be watching the game along with us. You can waste or you can pass an hour or so. That's the best thing as well. We can skip half time. We can have a bit of a discussion about the first half, and then we can just skip the 15-minute interval. So that's the best thing about this. But yeah, Stevie boy. There we are. Auto Closer. Will we get a stop hold on during this game? No. Because it's not on radio, my friend. Because this is not on radio, we're viewing this. This is the best thing. Right then, everybody. Hopefully you've got the link. We can all get on with this now. Dan, are you ready to press play?
It's not hard for them to find, is it?
Say that again.
I said it's not hard for people to find.
No, it's not. No, just go on YouTube. If you got an issue with it, don't worry. But yeah, here we go. I've got the old PlayStation controller out. Dan, everybody that's watching this, hopefully you'll be able to watch along with us. We'll give it the old countdown once I can find the clicker just in case. I don't want the sound too loud. And like I said, we're going in a 5, a 4. Well, here we go. Hold a minute. 5, a 4, a 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Kick off. Arsenal versus Man United. It's a decent thing. Martin Tyler and Andy Gray. Beautiful. This is what it's all about, Dan. Back to the classic.
Definitely.
And it's Adebayor and Hleb kicking off at the moment.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's. I mean, those two linked up really well in that season. So I'm just hoping we're like.
Oh, hold on a minute! Hold on a minute! Arsenal straight on the attack. You don't see that these days. Blimey, it's only been 9 seconds. Hleb straight away running at the Man United team, and yeah, straight away, Dan, a bit of action.
How many seconds are you on?
I'm at the 23rd second.